So over the past few years, I've generated millions of dollars selling products to consumers online. And why I'm saying this is not to boast or brag, but to just let you know that what I share in my videos here on YouTube are based on experience, where the majority of the videos out there aren't, right? It's people preaching theory, people talking about things that they've never done. But everything that I share is based on my own experience doing the things that I'm showing you guys. So if you guys don't know me, my name's Owen Blue. Again, I'm here to show what's worked for me in my businesses, what you can do in your businesses to help you grow and expand, whether you're just starting out or you're trying to scale and get to the next level, or wherever it is that you're at in your business. But what I'm going to be sharing in today's video was based on a question that I got inside of our free Telegram group. And again, if you guys aren't inside of that group, this is where we talk about the things that we're selling online, right? We talk about product research. We talk about how to sell these products to millions of people around the world, and where you can talk with me, my business partner, and everybody else who's inside of that community who's probably on the same journey as you. But the question I got from one of the members in the group was in regards to starting out. They were asking, how much money should I realistically have to start their business? They were starting an e-commerce store. And it stemmed on me that a lot of people get misinformed on realistically what that process looks like of starting out. People think it's like, oh, if I have X amount of dollars set aside, I'm just gonna set myself up for success and start making money once I start testing products and finding a winning product. But the realistic answer to that is that you're probably gonna go negative before you have a chance to go positive. And there's a business I started not too long ago where I went $5,000 negative testing products. And in all honesty, that's actually a really great success rate to only have to invest. And why I say invest is because you have to basically spend the money and invest the money into figuring out what works before you can scale up what does work and make money, right? So to me, losing or investing that $5,000 initially to find me something that could make me hundreds of thousands of dollars down the road is a really great rate of success. And a lot of people would take that in more of a losing mentality, in I can't believe I'm thousands of dollars in the hole and I haven't figured out something that's worked. And I totally get it. $1,000 to a lot of people is a lot of money, and it's not easy to save up that amount of money when you're first getting started. But what you have to realize is that the curve of making money or finding success in being an entrepreneur or starting up a business, whatever, isn't linear. It's not a start from zero, make your first 100K. It's start from zero, go negative in figuring out what works and figuring out what doesn't work until you find traction in the negative, where you can start to regain those initial dollars that you spent to then eventually reach a point of break even. And before this point, a lot of people give up, right? They might start going negative and, oh, this doesn't work. That's literally 95% of people, they stop there. But the next point where people give up is once they start to get back to break even, they go, oh, they take a deep breath and say, I recouped my losses. This didn't really work, but I didn't lose anything. I'm just gonna pivot to the next shiny object. But what they didn't understand is that the lessons they learned through that dip, the skills that they learned through that dip, the data that they've collected through that dip, right? If we're talking about spending money on advertisements and how the algorithm works when advertising, you've collected that data, you've collected that skill set, you've collected that information that you can't learn without doing it, right? Experience is the best teacher. And they get to the point of almost breaking even and then giving up. But realistically, you're just at the initial negative part of your trajectory. And at this break-even point is when you have the most leverage. 95% of people won't make it through that. So they give up, they quit. So you're already surpassing 95% of people by just going through that dip and getting back to break even. So instead of quitting, you want to leverage that momentum. You want to leverage the skills, the data, the info that you've just learned from that experience and use that momentum to fuel now going into profitability. Now, obviously, it doesn't always look like this 100%. You could go more negative before you get back to that. You could rarely start out positive. But what people don't understand is that that initial curve is completely normal. Everybody has to go through that to get to the point where they can scale profitably. So if you're in a situation where you've gone negative and you're trying to figure out, hey, is this worth it? The answer is always yes, because you have to go through that in order to get to the other side of now becoming profitable, right? Once you've collected that data, once you've collected that insight and skill set, and you've set yourself ahead, you've already blown out majority of the competition. And it's now at this point where you can start reinvesting that break-even amount that you've recouped into profitable scaling. And that's the difference. And that time frame can be a time frame of 30 days. It can be a time frame of 90 days. I've even seen it, and I've been in the situation where I've gone 8 months when I was first starting out of that curve, right? Because in different situations, you might be less experienced and you have to go through that for a longer period of time to learn all of these things. Or if you're more experienced and maybe you're starting up a new brand or a new business, you've already got that experience. So that initial curve might be shorter in time frame, but there's still always going to be that initial launch curve of investing into figuring out what works before you can scale it. So again, if maybe that resonated with you and can now implement it into where you're at in your business, these are the things that's going to set you apart, right? These are the things that are going to set apart people that try something, don't work, and quit or go to the next shiny object, or the people that double down on the things they've learned, what they've invested into, and get better and better to get back to that scaling point where now you can scale profitably. So again, guys, if you got any value from this, join the free Telegram group. It's going to be down in the description. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed, and smash the like button. It helps motivate me to keep making these videos for you guys. And I'll see you guys inside that group, and we can chat more about maybe where you're at in your business and where you're trying to go there. So I'll see you guys inside the group.